What's up, guys? Mike Garrett back with more Warrior 5. The top 5% of the people willing to think, eat, and move with a purpose. Yeah, it's first thing in the morning, and had a bunch of people that want to know exactly what I eat on a day-to-day basis. So, thought I'd go through my day and show you guys, starting with breakfast. And I'm down here in the garage and I'm whispering because I want to make sure that my honey gets to sleep in. She works her ass off all week, and so weekends are only days she gets to sleep in. So gotta be quiet. All right. So all right. Now the very first thing that I start my day off with. Bam. Okay. I know this seems like a no-brainer, but I think most people do not drink even near enough water. So pound the water before you go to bed and pound it as soon as you get up. Okay. Now that that's said, let me show you. Actually, let me flip the camera around. All right, so if I do start my day off with a hot beverage, I started off with one of two things. Here on the left, this is organic Mexican coffee. I either go with Chiapas or this is Zaragoza. So it's freshly ground and it's absolutely amazing. I found one that I really, really like. This on the right, however, is something that I've been experimenting with. It's called detox coffee. So this is pretty cool. This is something that really helps with digestion and stimulates the liver and kidneys and all your eliminative organs. So sometimes I'll alternate back and forth between those two. So coffee is really interesting for me because coffee actually makes me break out. So I have to be really careful about it because it's my skin's sensitive to it. So I really love it, but I have to be careful about it. So I use a press because I don't like to drink coffee out of a coffee machine because that's loaded with all the plastic. That hot water going down through the coffee machine pulls the plastic. It's not a good deal. So, and then, boom, this is the creamer I like to use because they don't use hydrogenated oil. It's still pure sugar, it's still pure shit, but it tastes amazing and it's still one of the last things that I use that's completely processed. So, all right, here's my supplement lineup. Now, I'm not a huge fan of supplements per se because I think we as people like to use them as an excuse. We like to, abuse them. So I try to keep it as clean as possible. So if I drink coffee, then I don't actually take caffeine. But if I'm not going to drink coffee, then I just take straight caffeine. So people are always asking about, a pre-supplement, a pre-workout. For burning fat, helping you get through your workout. Well, instead of buying those expensive ass pre-workouts, you can just buy this $2.50 bottle of caffeine, and it's really clean, the ingredients, and that gives you pretty much everything you need. Also, L-tyrosine and carnitine, both of these stimulate adrenaline and noradrenaline, which break up fatty acids. So you can use these when you are doing like fasted cardio because they'll help, they'll speed up the fat loss. This green tea extract, I'm trying this out, doing some experiments. Haven't really noticed much right off the bat, but I'm trying it out and, going to check it out because it's also a really potent antioxidant. So then if you look at this, these are my actual go-to supplements. This right here is called BFNC. This stuff is amazing. This is Dr. Christopher's Bone, Flesh, and Cartilage. This is awesome for recovery. This right here is a formula that I'm working on. It's like a testosterone booster, all herbal. And I just spoon this stuff right in my mouth. I'm pretty hardcore that way. These are my vitamins, and I don't take a lot of vitamins, but two of them are fish oil capsules, which I haven't really noticed a difference, but these are really high quality fish oil capsules. The ones that I always notice a difference with are vitamin E. So a natural vitamin E, that's something that I always take because I always notice a difference in my eyes and in my skin. Lysine, those two are lysine, so it helps immune system and as a bodybuilder, it's a amino acid that you really use up a lot of if you're in the gym a lot. And then those little tiny ones right there, those are D3. So it's like right now, we're coming off the winter months, and I have to take a ton of D3 because I get a lot of sun during the summertime, and that helps during the wintertime. So anyway, that's my supplement lineup, and I don't take these a ton necessarily, just kind of as needed. Remember, supplements are just the last 10%. Everything should be a foundation off of your nutrition and your recovery. All right, this right here is called Bodybuilder Rice. It is one of the 3 go-tos that I use for breakfast in the morning. So this is just basically egg whites and brown rice. I have a video on this if you want to learn how to make this on YouTube. You can check it out. So the other 2 are going to be, here, let me flip this around. My other 2 go-tos are protein pancakes and an S3 using my Vitamix right here. So I also have YouTube videos on making those. So Bodybuilder Rice or S3 or what did I say? Protein pancakes. Okay, so let's say that I just need something super quick. If you look at my fridge right here, you can just see that I have like just a protein shake that's just a low carb, and you can grab one of those and a piece of fruit. Super simple and fast. So I got 4 basic things that I use first thing in the morning. All right, let's talk about lunch and snacks. Now, I don't really do snacks per se, just more smaller meals. But if I did, what I would be looking for is macros. So basically, I'd either do some type of carb, complex carb, or even like a fruit and some type of animal protein. That's generally what I do. It might be a little bit smaller portion, but it just depends. Really, it just depends on how big my breakfast was, how big other meals are. But so that's what I do with snacks. Also, shakes. Shakes are a big part of what I do. Like I talked about the S3, I drink a lot of S3s. It's a way of getting a ton of spinach and nutrients in. So that's what I did for, actually that's what my lunch is right now, is gonna be this S3 because I gotta go to Costco, so I gotta basically drink and run. And I can just double up on my protein and add other stuff to it, or just take a piece of fruit with it. So, but also just take a look at this. I'm gonna flip the camera around. So if you take a look at my fridge here, I always have something like this. And this is a smaller bag, but this is last night's leftover chicken. But it's Sunday, and so I want to make up a bunch more of this. But I always have chicken breast, flavored or non-flavored, made up so that I can take this and I can eat this with whatever I want. So, for example, chicken breast, I love chicken breast dipped in pizza sauce. That's one of my absolute favorites because it's low calorie, tastes amazing. Specifically this brand, Classico brand. But also I can dip it in, if I want something hot, I can dip it in this garlic chili sauce, right? I don't have any, I gotta pick some up today, but barbecue sauce too. So, and those can actually be your carb along with the protein. But then, you do a protein with like some fruit or some other type of, like back here I've got cabbage and romaine and different things, a vegetable. So protein and some type of carb, whether it's a complex carb like rice, or it's a fibrous carb like green, or it's a simple carb like fruit. It doesn't really matter. So when you start buying stuff like this, you can pick and choose as you see fit. So that kind of covers lunch and snacks, and I'll see you at dinner. No, I forgot to mention, I totally spun off topic there, but when it comes to lunch or snacks, or really any type of meal that I do, I'm always looking for macros. So I either do protein and a carb, complex or simple or both, or a protein and fat, right? So I don't ever rarely do I do a fat and a carb together, because that's kind of a fat pill. So I'm always eating protein with a carb or protein with a fat. So some of my fats of choice are going to be all the different types of raw nuts, avocados. That's my favorite types of protein and fats. What's up, guys? Now we're dinner time, and I'm going to show you, actually I've made 3 different things because I just got back from skiing and I'm hellaciously hungry. So I'm going to flip this camera around. I'm going to show you a few things that I made tonight. All right, check this out. I got 3 different types of protein right here. This is chicken breast with thyme and rosemary. This is my shrimp, cucumber, garlic, lime. And this right here is something I'm just trying out. I got this sauce from Costco. It's like a cranberry cherry that I reduced down with the chicken. And then I've got peas right here. So look over here, I've got the cucumbers all cut up. This is some fresh mint I'm gonna put on top of the peas. Anyway, bunch of stuff that I'm checking out. Hope that helped you guys out in what I eat for all my different meals.
Welcome